hello again, folks. It's me, Don Griffin, Deputy Mayor for the City of Bloomington, and I'm here with
Barbara McKinney. I'm an Assistant City Attorney, and I'm also the Director of the Bloomington Human Rights Commission.
And today we're going to talk about the MEI, or ME Index.
Right. And that's the Municipal Equality Index. It's something the Human Rights Campaign uses to look at cities around the country to see how well they're doing as far as being inclusive to the LGBTQIA community.
Okay, so what are some of the criteria that they use?
They use a number of criteria. One, they want to make sure that the city itself does not discriminate in employment on the basis of sexual orientation or gender identity. Bloomington met that criteria a long time ago. We also require that contractors who are doing business for the city, they also have to say they don't discriminate on those bases in their employment. So we're kind of spreading the word about non-discrimination throughout the community, but making our contractors do that as well. They also look, does the city offer domestic partnership benefits? We do.
Okay.
Do we offer insurance benefits for people who are transitioning from one sex to another? And we do that as well.
Okay, so 8 consecutive years of recognition. What does it mean to be a MEI All-Star?
That's something they use to give cities a little bit of extra credit if they're in a state that is not exactly super gay friendly like Indiana, but they want to recognize communities that are doing everything they can at the local level. And Bloomington, with its perfect score for 8 years in a row, certainly is doing that.
And you've been at the helm for longer than 8 years, right?
Right, for 34 years.
34 years?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh my gosh.
I started
okay.
when I was 4, yeah.
And you've got 2 weeks left, right?
Exactly,
Okay,
yeah.
well thank you for your service. You've been a treasure for Bloomington and the folks outside of working in the city and the folks within the city working here in this building.
Well,
So
thank you very much. It's been a pleasure.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you.
So tell us about some of the criteria. You left off, you gave me us a few
Right.
criteria for this MEI initiative, but what else do we have that
Well, I
supports?
think one that's really important is that our Bloomington Police Department reports hate crimes to the FBI.
Okay.
That is something that state law requires all communities to do in Indiana, but there's no punishment if you don't. There's no deterrence to not doing it. So a lot of communities, I think, would rather not report that and not publicize the problem and just kind of pretend like it doesn't happen. Bloomington has always been very good at reporting that, and you can't see how big the problem is and what the solutions are until you know what the problem is, and so you need that data to do that.
So a lot of amazing work that you've done, and we'll just continue on the path forward, right?
I think so, yeah, and I think we've laid a good basis, and I think I'm really interested to see where things go in the future.
Fantastic. Folks, if you have any other questions in regards to our Human Rights Commission, please look on our website at the city, and maybe some of your questions will be asked. Have a good one.